working? Is it working? Oh, it's working. It's working.
Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Human Who Travels. Now, we are very aware of what's happening in the Ukraine, as you all are. I want to start by saying that we fully support Ukraine. We enjoyed our time there so much. The people, the places, the vibe, everything was incredible. That being said, getting into the Ukraine, there was some drama. So today I'm going to tell you about what had happened, so maybe you can plan differently so it doesn't happen to you. So we decided after Moldova to go to Ukraine because it was always this kind of mysterious country that was on our radar, but we never had the chance to go.
So how we arrived, Ukraine was through land border. We were crossing land border.
We decided to go by land. So we crossed over from Moldova to Ukraine in this kind of a big vehicle, like a van.
So land border had two checkpoints. One is the first immigration of Moldova. Then there is no man's land.
There's this place in the middle called No Man's Land.
And then there is immigration of Ukraine.
No Man's Land, as it says, is not belonging to either country. It's in the middle of Moldova and Ukraine. That's where the immigration is. So we got there, we have everything, we have our passports, we have our vaccination records, we have our visas.
I had the visa for Ukraine and Joslyn didn't need one. So we arrived at the immigration point of Ukraine. We were sitting inside the car. Our driver came to us and our driver asked us, okay, give us your passports and your visas. So everyone gave their passports. I had a visa, which was like a copy. It was an online visa I applied for, and I gave that visa along with the passport. They went in, a lot of things went on. We were waiting for a good 10-15 minutes, and after a while this driver comes and asks me to step out of the vehicle. He was speaking Ukrainian, but I could understand the accent.
And I was thinking, oh, this is bad. When they pull one person out of the vehicle and nobody else, you know something is going to go down.
So I stepped out of the vehicle. I was asked to go inside and bring my documents along with me as I'm going inside. So I bought all my documents. I went inside the immigration room. As soon as I opened the door, so they have this immigration point. It's like a checkpost on the center of the road, and then on the left side there's a big building. So I went inside that building. A lady came and she asked me to follow her. So I followed her. She took me to this another officer who was sitting right in front of me. The officer spoke to me in Ukrainian, so I couldn't understand that. Then he asked if there's anybody who would understand Ukrainian and speaks English. So the lady went back and she asked someone to come in. Now that person was chosen as a translator, sitting beside me. This guy asks me that you have your vaccination certificate. I was like, okay, this is my vaccination certificate. And then he said, it's not getting scanned. I cannot let you pass. I'm like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I have the visa. I mean, that means the country has accepted me. Just let me come in, and that's my vaccination certificate. What's wrong with it? It's like I'm trying to scan it, but it's not scanning. I told him that this scanning machine might not be right, so he just showed me that he was scanning someone else's document and it just reflected that document on the screen. Now the other person vaccine that he was scanning was from, I think, Poland or someplace, and that machine was accepting that vaccination, but my vaccination was not accepted. Joslyn vaccination, which is just barely this was accepted because this is what's provided in the United States. Me coming from India and having the vaccination which has a barcode on it, and that barcode is not getting scanned, turned out to be the reason why they won't let me enter Ukraine. So I was like, okay man, this is not fake. I don't know what's wrong with your machine. I'm gonna go onto the online portal. I opened the RQC2 app. I just asked for the internet. He gave me the internet, and I logged into all the details, and I downloaded the certificate once again right in front of him. So मैंने उसको दिखाया, यार boss, this is the certificate and this is very much legally valid in Ukraine. Look, go through the online and check it out. And like, why should I go online? Why should I check it out? Like, because these are the rules laid down. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna let you inside. You cannot go.
So I waited there 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I'm thinking, what's possibly happening in there? They took him away. I couldn't see where he was. I didn't know if there was an interrogation happening. What was the issue? Was it the visa? I didn't know. So I got out of the vehicle because everyone inside was getting kind of anxious, like what's going on, what's happening here. And I asked the driver, hey, this doesn't seem right. Can I go see Devang? He said, no, don't worry about it, everything's fine. Everything's not fine. Don't trust people when they do that, because oftentimes they don't know and they're just trying to calm you down, but you have a reason to be worried. So I decided I was gonna go into the immigration and look for him. That's what I did. So I walked into immigration, into the building, and it was empty. I couldn't find anybody. There were a few officers walking here and there, a lady cleaning the floor, but no Devang, and no explanation. So once I walked in there, I waited another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Finally, Devang came out. And I'm thinking, what is going on here? We've been here an hour and a half and everybody's anxious to leave, to get through to Ukraine. And Devang comes out and tells me they're not accepting my COVID vaccination card. And I'm thinking, are you serious? They accepted mine. I don't know if you guys have seen the US vaccination cards for COVID, but they are bare bones basic. They can be faked very easily. That's not a recommendation. However, if you look at the card, you'll see that it's literally handwritten. Pfizer, the date, the location, boom, you're done, that's it. And everywhere I've gone, people have pretty much accepted it as fact, as valid. Now, the Indian one, in contrast, has a barcode. It's very secure. His should have been trusted and mine shouldn't have been if there was going to be an issue. So I was shocked. And he said, nope, the barcode's not working.
So we had to get the backpacks out. We got the backpacks out and the van driver got in and he was about to leave. He might have already left, must have gone forward, whatever. We went inside the immigration office and now all these officials see that Joslyn is along with me and, everything changes.
And I looked at the officers like, what the hell's going on? And then the mood started to change.
We could see people, Moldovan police and the Ukrainian army or police, they were having a lot of discussion, a group discussion of conversations, Asian conversation. And I was telling Joslyn, if they're not letting us go through, let's write to our external affairs and let's seek for help. Let's see what happens. Let's try our best.
I think when they saw me and that we were together and I was an American standing in the middle of immigration getting frustrated, that got the balls going, the wheels turning. And I think the officer who was speaking with Devang might have got chewed out by his boss because he came back and his mood had totally changed. He was not happy, as if he'd just been disciplined.
They kind of lost their shit to make a US citizen stay for Ukraine. I think it's a big deal at the point of time when there's so much drama going on between Ukraine and Russia, and US providing arms, being its biggest ally, and then, there are a lot of things. They couldn't do such sort of thing to a US citizen, but they could have done it easily to me.
And I mean, immigration officers have a job to do, so I don't know what was happening behind the scenes. Maybe there was a legitimate technology error. However, that all disappeared as soon as they saw that I was American. So this is one of the privileges that I know Americans have and a lot of Westerners have as well. I don't take it lightly. I'm very aware of it. And in this situation, it really helped us a lot. So they basically said, all right, you're good to go. You can put your bags back in the vehicle. And that was it, like no explanation, nothing, no apology. So we got back in the van. Everyone's all, finally, man. And they were supporting us. All the people inside were thinking, yeah, this is messed up. These poor foreigners going through this. But we got back in the van and we were able to go on through to Ukraine.
My first impression of Ukraine was not really good. I was expecting really high of them. I always thought of them as beautiful people. However, this all changed later. The perspective towards the people changed later. Maybe these guys were just doing their job and they were really professional. But later, as we moved forward in our journey, Ukraine changed for us. We met the most beautiful people, we explored the most beautiful country. It has touched my heart. We had some of the best days of skiing and snow, and right now, Ukraine is going through a lot. If you want to live Ukraine as what it was before the war, kindly watch this entire series.
People are lovely. We love Ukraine. We support Ukraine and we encourage other people to do the same because they're having a really hard time right now and they don't deserve that. They deserve all of our kindness, generosity, support, and love. So anyway, guys, follow us and we're going to give you more stories on Ukraine. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and I'll catch you next time.